Hola. Hello from Thailand, Samui. Beautiful sunny day.
You're doing the intro for me now, are you?
No, start again.
The first time anyone's ever done the intro for me. It's my vlog. Hola, Timothy Phoenix here, and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create your dream life using the law of attraction.
Which
Today,
on my law of attraction of life. Well, to me, I think it's the.
hang on, I haven't asked you anything yet.
Okay, go for it. I've been
No,
preparing.
continue. This is well. Why don't you introduce yourself, seeing as you're already got going on this?
Should we do it again?
No, let's keep going.
Oh, okay.
Introduce yourself. What are you doing here on this beautiful land of Koh Samui? Where are we?
Okay, well, right now we are in a beautiful little bungalow on the top of a mountain in Koh Samui, and we have the most beautiful view in front of us. And I'm a yoga teacher here in Thailand. Very happy and fortunate to be here, especially with Tim. We've got some good friends around us and a really good community. And we all work down at Picasso, and part of a great team, as I said, a great community, and just a big happy family. So this is why we're here. We're enjoying our life, and we're taking it day by day as we move on, and expanding ourselves and learning and growing and practicing and just aiming to be the best versions of ourselves every day, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think we're in such a beautiful place to do that. Everything is so compact, and we have everything we need, and it's a beautiful setting. It's a great foundation to be a part of.
Can we just show them the view, actually? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm going to
show
turn
them
this
the view.
around a second.
Welcome to paradise.
Check that out. It's not my house. This
There's
is.
worse places to be, I tell you.
Did you actually tell them who you are? You say what your name was.
And my name is George William Landon. My name is George William Landon, and I am from Cape Town, South Africa. Yeah, half British, half South African. So, but first generation South African in my family for sure.
And how long have you been here?
In Samui, I've been in Koh Samui about a year and a half. You kind of lose track. And before that, I was in Koh Phangan for a year. But for sure, Samui to me is a more grounding aspect. It's a great foundation to really just expand yourself. It's a lot more discipline to me, and there's just a little bit more structure. And at 25 years old, I think I need that. So I need to be a part of a structure, framework, and just chasing my career, really. And I find it more suitable here in Samui. And it's a great island based on a healing crystal. And we have
So they say, yeah.
Yeah, we have
Which one is
yogis.
it?
I'm not.
Is it
this,
rose quartz?
It could be. This
It's
I'm
rose
not too
quartz.
aware of, but Samui is based on a very healing crystal, and this is why we have a lot of yogis and yoginis coming internationally from around the world to come here and just to release, to let go, and just take time to look in. We've looked through the depth of the ocean, we've looked through the depth of the stars, but now 2018, 2019 in this generation, people are starting to look within inside. And they found that Samui is a beautiful place for that, which it is. It holds a lot of space for a lot of different people, different practitioners, and very grounding. Yeah, very grounding.
And you're here with your cats. You're not alone.
Phoebe and Roxy. I've got Penelope Phoebe
Where are
and
the
Toxic
cats?
Roxy. They must probably be chasing butterflies. I've got 2 kittens. We are known as the Dream Team. And they just prove to me every day what unconditional love is. Regardless of if you rolled over onto them the night before in bed, and they bit you and scratched you to say get off, the next morning they love you regardless. So yeah, I've got my little family here. I'm very happy.
Let's talk about law of attraction.
Oh, it's a big one. Yeah.
What is it?
Law of attraction, just like yoga, everyone has their own approach to, I think. My personal opinion and my personal approach is law of attraction. It's a state of consciousness. It's a state of a vibration in which you generate your light, and a resonance in which you operate on. If you generate a high vibration and you operate on a resonation that is full of good quality and good energy, then the flow of your orbit, of your life, your energy cycle is then conducted through positive vibes, good intentions, clarity, honesty, love, and peace. And if you get yourself into a state of a flow with your life where you're continuously generating a high vibration, then to me, law of attraction is not to expect in return, but it is the flow of your life. If your energy flow is of such a high, beautiful vibration, then you're going to start experiencing people coming into your life with a high vibration, good thoughts, like-minded, relative. They seem to be there for a purpose, as everyone is. And to me, that's probably the most important thing, is to let go of the expectation. Law of attraction is not to give with the expectation to receive in return, but to give for yourself, like I said, to shine a bright light from within. And without the expectation, so the flow begins. Good things start coming back, opportunities start to arrive, and it's all self-reflection, because you're putting out there a big mirror to what's going to be coming back. And in its simplest form, to me, that is law of attraction. Just shine bright and be nice. You never know what the next person beside you is going through, so just be nice, and it goes a long way. Have patience, have a pair of ears to listen, and just generally try to be on a good vibration 24/7. And what you put in, you will get out of it, and I think that's it at its best form for me.
I'm done. That's it. Let's go. I couldn't have put it better myself. So yeah,
I think so.
That's a really good explanation. I think sometimes we focus so much on what we have to do to get it to work, and all the techniques and tactics.
100%. I agree with you.
But actually, although that stuff does work,
it's just doing, isn't it?
It's right. It's about getting into that flow state that you're talking about, where you're trying to create that high vibration, but if you just do what you love and just allow it to happen,
to come through you, exactly. Right. Instead of thinking, right, tomorrow when this happens, I'm going to generate the high vibration. You can cut that out now and just start right here and right now. For the person next to you, hey, I love the top you're wearing. Make sure it's not a lie, but if it's meaningful and it's truthful, you can start your law of attraction every second of any day. It can happen now. Like they're saying, we can't really change the past, can we? But we can start here and we can change the ending. And that is the key. There's never really a right time. Time is only made up of 100,000 million nows. It's always the present moment. So now is the time to start. You don't have to keep waiting, like you said. It's not a matter of finding the time. The time is now. It's just you have to change from within inside. Not necessarily change, just operate in a high vibration. Yeah.
What's that?
It just snapped. Oh, we've been putting pressure. Oh shit! Just realised.
George's table is broken.
I said a bad word. Sorry.
That's
sorry,
okay.
But it's not my
okay.
table.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're saying there, because I think a lot of people are working on kind of from a place that they're thinking about themselves and changing their own vibration through themselves. So it's more of almost a selfish thing, whereas you interestingly said it's what you put out there in terms of giving to other people.
Exactly.
Like you pay the compliment, for example, you try and raise their vibration as well. It's not just all about you. And I think in terms of all aspects of life, I think that's a really good way to kind of get in that flow state.
100%. As always has been mentioned, just without the expectation. Oh, I said you have a nice t-shirt, so I expect you to say I've got good shoes tomorrow. You're doing it solely for who you are and for who they are and for the space between you and the other soul. And just keep moving on,
I think in terms of people's work as well, this is a big thing, because we're all trying to these days do what we love, but we're not always thinking about what that does for other people. What can that 100%. Give to other people? I think that's
the
where
ripple effect. Yeah,
that's where you have this ripple effect. That's where you start increasing the consciousness of the whole planet.
It's the domino effect, isn't it? Really, it just starts to wave in, wave out. The perimeter of that vibration keeps expanding, and like you said, it's a global effect. It's the end.
But I think that's going to help you personally more than just going out and thinking, what can I do for me? It's what can I do? What value can I bring to other people?
Humanity, in
especially through your work, and everything that I've learned about following your passions and your dreams is actually when you give to people, a service to people, value to people, that's when your business or your work is really going to take off.
100%. Yeah, and that service and that value is coming from deep inside, to give without wanting to receive. 100%, just to give. Giving is receiving at its best, and I think that's a great way to see law of attraction, is just not to give everything. You need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself love. You need to give yourself space. But just treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat life the way you want life to treat you. This is law of attraction.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what have you manifested? Can you give some examples?
Well, besides the beautiful view and the swimming pool that you've just seen,
okay.
This was one. It was
But you
obviously
weren't-
to
you
have a
weren't-
beautiful nest.
You weren't really expecting this, though. were
No, I was expecting to have a beautiful house somewhere nestled in the trees. You know, maybe just somewhere on the island. Just on the island was great, but when I found this little cave with my two little girls, Phoebe and Roxy, that was it for us. You know, we have our space and beautiful neighbors.
But you weren't expecting to be a yoga teacher, though, were you?
No.
How did that come about?
I was a
How did you
professional
manifest
sailor for quite a few years, racing around the world. And I'd come to Koh Phangan and Koh Samui numerous times just for holidays. And then one year I came, I stayed for a good 8 months and, you know, did some yoga. And then it was a beautiful attraction to me at the time. And I went back to Italy, got back on the boat, and after 2 months I decided to come back here. So the intention of coming here was to stay. And that was game plan A, was to stay, regardless of how I was going to stay. And I knew I liked yoga. So I come back and I got back on the boats and I got a job for 6 days out of 7 days a week. But I just left that in Europe. You know, and it was a very professional, well-paid career. And yeah, I felt like I was stepping back. So I didn't have a degree. I've always used my body for work. So the next thing was yoga. You know, there was a 200-hour teacher training happening at Vakasa. I was still here on a tourist visa. Long story short, walked in there, hands in books, glasses on my eyes, like a pure student. And we did the 200-hour teacher training. We had a couple of days break. We did the 300-hour advance, 9 weeks back to back. I walked out of there like spaghetti, flexible, no ego, no nothing, just content. And now it was time to put my intention and my back pedal into action. You know, I came here to stay. I'm now, as what the paper says, a yoga teacher. But the certificate doesn't necessarily say you're a yoga teacher. You've got to put in the self-practice, the time. So I did it, put on the shirt, put on the pants, went around, started seeking work, got my work permit. And it was the biggest emotional, physical transformation of letting go of who I thought I was and what I wanted to be and embracing the new change. You know, it gets to the stage where here you are, this is where you wanted to be. Now what? You know, now it's time to go. Just tread lightly, onwards, upwards, and tread consciously. And through that, and through the law of attraction of operating on a high vibration, turning up punctually on time to classes, being the best version of myself, teaching for those around me and for the students, coming into their shoes and really catering for their approach to yoga, because everyone has their own. And through this, everything started to string itself together. You know, now I walk into Vakasa, one of the teachers, a year ago, a student, not even knowing what Ardha Mukha Svanasana was, which is downward facing dog.
Oh, that's what it is.
And yeah, I just buried myself into my textbooks through my leader as well. My leader gave me, it's my big brother, my friend, and my boss as well. It's Costa. He has been absolutely incredible. You know, he's given me beautiful opportunities and he's been very approachable. And I also thank such a beautiful human too for helping me achieve. You know, he held a lot of space, and so I had resources here to help me achieve my my goal, really. And now I just wake up every day and enjoy it. After a year and a half of emotional and physical work, finally just the bags are unpacked and just renewed myself for another year in Thailand, in Samui for Vakasa. And it's another beautiful year ahead of us, really, isn't it?
But these people, they come into your life when you, well, through the law of attraction,
Exactly.
As soon as you get into alignment and you are following your purpose and every day trying to be that best version of yourself,
Yeah.
you find those synchronicities come along.
100%.
And the right
100%.
people come along at the right time to help you on that journey. It's really happened with me a lot since I've been here.
It happens every day here, doesn't it?
Yes.
Really. It happens
Yes,
every day.
it really does.
Every day it happens. You just bump into someone and the limits and the layers of your reality are tested. Every day, like, hey, how are you? And so you get to express yourself. You get to generate the bridge between you and the other soul. And it's up to you how that bridge is made. Is it going to be made of strong foundation, beautiful memories, high vibrations, conscious decisions, love and peace? Or is it going to be made up of ego and regret? And again, relating to the vibration, just share the love, be nice.
The interesting thing about your story is what you said about you just knew the only thing you were thinking of was you wanted to stay in Samoa. There was no plan.
No.
It was just, this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, this is my goal.
What comes along will come.
Yeah, you just see what happens.
Yeah.
You place your trust that something is going to come.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got the opportunity to teach yoga.
And this is it, and you have to take a leap of faith within yourself. Instead of buying cars and cool things and materialistic things with my money, just invested it into 4 weeks, which in return gave you a piece of paper that says you're a yoga teacher. So you're investing the money into yourself, and to me it was the most rewarding thing, coming out of a teacher training, financially quite broke at one point, but this is the leap of faith you take. Now you are you, and you're ready to go, and you just have to keep going. Success is made up of failure. People are scared of failing because they don't even try in the first place. But you can't fail unless you get back up, Yeah. So you just got to keep taking a deep breath, come back to the intention, why you're here, where you're going, and just keep going. Just keep going. There's no one here to stop you. And you're not going to stop yourself, surely not, because that's just distinguishing dinner from danger. You're going to keep going. So, yeah.
Being at Vikasa, I meet a lot of people who are passing through holidays, teacher trainings, etc.
So many, many.
So like every day I'm meeting someone new, usually. And the common theme that comes up is people who are scared to make that leap of faith that you've made, and I've made it as well. When I came here, I only just had enough to get the flight out here.
This is it. Yeah, you got here, and that was it. Remember, no, I'm here now.
Yeah,
I'm
here.
I
just had to get there. I knew that this was right for me, and I had to make a change of some sort.
And now look at you, being a part of a beautiful life.
Yeah.
So I could actually ask you.
It's not about me. This is about you. This one.
Tim's also done really well. Tim has done absolutely amazing. It's like a big brother to me. Every night at dinner, I get to sit with Tim and have a good laugh. So, law of attraction. It's self-reflection here.
That's it. This is it. You attract the right
I couldn't imagine my life without you. So law of attraction states that this is good.
Keep going. Keep going.
I love you, Tim.
But yeah, no, he's right. And before I came out here, I didn't know people like George. I was very, very lonely, actually. And you could go back a year ago. I was very lonely back home, not enjoying my life at all. Things have turned around. That was only a year ago. It's less than a year ago that I was living that life, and now I'm here and I'm meeting incredible people like George, and you've seen the other people I've done interviews with. These are all amazing people. Most of them, what they have in common is most of them, they might have had some fear, sure, but they still have gone for their dreams, or they've given it a shot.
There's going to be fear, so you might as well feel it anyways.
Yeah.
You might as well feel it, embrace it.
And a common theme of people that I meet at Vikasa is, as I say, they've got this dream, but they're too scared to push for it because they're stuck in a comfort zone back home.
100%. They've got a nice salary, a nice car, a lovely telly, Sky News. Woo woo. Of course, nestled into their nest. But
Netflix, don't get Netflix.
Don't get Netflix. That thing is crazy. I've recently let go of Netflix. It is a bad habit, but all in divine order. All in divine. If it's winter and you're in Scotland, you can keep your Netflix. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
But I think one of the biggest things in life, in general, when it comes to law of attraction, is to find your why. We wake up and we don't feel motivated, and we don't feel the courage to go do what we need to do today to be the person that we want to be tomorrow, because we don't know why. And I tell my students, yoga is not your motivation, but why you as an individual specifically come to yoga. This why is your motivation. Why is the alarm set for 6 o'clock for you to come up? What is your purpose for coming to yoga? It could be the gym, it could be the work, it could be sailing across the ocean. Whatever your reason is, make sure you know your why. Because whenever you feel lost, you come back to your intention. Why did I start this journey, this chapter, this goal in the first place? You've always got to come back there, take a deep breath and keep going. And like we said, failure is made up, success is made up of a lot of failure. You don't succeed unless you fall, and how far can you fall is the floor beneath you. You're going to get back up. So never be scared to take a leap of faith within yourself because you're too scared to fall, because you can always just put your feet back underneath your hips and stand up. I think it's that simple.
Yeah. How old are you again, George?
25. 25.
I say that because he seems a lot old. Let's say he looks a lot old. I think the beard's hard behind his.
Some people call me Jesus. I've been here for quite a while. I was actually here with the dinosaurs. My friend Barry, he's hiding around the corner.
But yeah, a lot of wisdom for someone who's still very young.
Thanks, bro. Some says the old soul.
Yeah, so listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, this is it, eh? I think age is just a number. Through experience and memories, we get to cultivate our own opinion in life and only share it without preaching it. You get to share just to share, but maybe someone will take from your story what they think, I'm going to apply this to my flow of life. But as soon as you start to preach, I think sometimes this is a very sensitive topic. It's just good to share who you are. And maybe, it's good to share your opinion. But to be opinionated all the time is not always the best. But yeah.
That's why, a lot of people question me sometimes. Even people I meet at this yoga resort, a lot of them, they don't know much about the attraction, or they're skeptical of it. That's cool, as far as I'm concerned, I was a couple of years ago. It's just our own. We have to experience it ourselves. We have to take a little leap of faith and give things a try and experiment.
This is it.
And that's when your own personal experiences mean so much more than listening to what anyone else has got to say.
100%.
So I try not to preach that the law of attraction. You have to do it. This is how you do it.
Anything you can do is plant the seed and water it.
Right. And plant the seed. And
generally, people come back like, I'd actually like to speak about it, because a lot of people actually find their true meaning when they actually open up. They don't really talk to many people about law of attraction, so when you ask them, it's probably like me, I've kind of found myself a bit more again. Just it's a moment of self-reflection, isn't it?
Yeah. So what are you planning to do? You plan to manifest stuff, or are you just totally just in the flow now?
At the moment, I'm not going to say I am where I wanted to be, because the wolf that is climbing the hill is always hungrier than the wolf on top of the hill. I'm never going to stop climbing. I'm always going to keep going. So I'm not going to say I'm settled and this is what I wanted, but for now, I'm content. I have spent 15 months getting to this point where the flow financially is good, the flow of love, friends, companions, yoga, life, family, everything is in a good flow. Gym every day, swim every day, yoga, healthy eating. To me, this is my law of attraction. I'm putting out to myself a high vibration, good people. I'm surrounding myself with people that want to see me grow, which is yourself and my friends around me at Vakasa. I'm eating wholesome food. I'm slowly letting go of bad habits. And I'm on a track that is a high vibration. And if I stay on this track, the track is good for me. And for now, for this year, this is where I am. I have started to experience, now at this age, and this point in my career, if you must, my new career, is I'm getting a lot of requests coming back. And I'm not seeking so much anymore. I'm not saying applying for a job in the Alps. I'm not applying for a job in Indonesia. I'm not applying, I'm pushing, which I did for the first year. But now, people are coming to me and saying, here's my contact number, I'd love you to come to Paris. Here's my contact number, I'd love you to come to Michigan and teach for 2 months. Come to Russia. So, like I said, my plan now is to stay on this high vibration and take it a day at a time, because each day is new. Each day we're only waking up and again striving to be the best versions of ourselves, really.